Hello there, and welcome to Her Money Mindset, a podcast where we talk about all things money, mindset, and how our relationship with finances shapes our lives. I'm Courtney Schweingler, and I am so excited to have you here. This podcast is for women who want to take control of their financial futures, transform the way they think about money, and finally break free from any limiting beliefs or fears surrounding their finances. Now, whether you're just starting out on your money journey, you're looking to build wealth, or you want to get clear on your financial goals, this show is for you. Here on Her Money Mindset, we're diving deep into topics like budgeting, saving, investing, and everything in between. But we're not just talking numbers and strategies. We're digging into the real reasons why so many of us struggle with money in the first place. Our mindset around money plays a huge role in how we handle it, and it's about time we got real with it. So, I will be sharing tips and tools to help you feel more confident in your financial decisions, but we'll also be exploring how your personal history, upbringing, and past experiences with money can influence how you manage it today. It's time to heal that relationship with money and make it work for you. So, if you're ready to shift your mindset, build the life you deserve, and start making your money work for you, then you're in the right place. I cannot wait to take this journey with you. Now, before we jump into this episode, let's go over some basics. If you are finally ready to make a difference in your financial life, but you want something self paced, check out my Budgeting Basics bundle. This is a digital pack filled with the exact tools I used to stop living paycheck to paycheck and start feeling confident with my finances. Inside, you will get my signature budgeting template, a debt payoff tracker, savings challenges, a money mindset reset, an expense audit, and even a 2-week budget bootcamp to help you get back on track and fast. So if you're ready for a fresh start with your money without the overwhelm, this bundle is exactly where I would have you begin. You can grab it now using the link in the show notes, and be sure to use code HMM podcast for 15% off. Now, if you know that you want help with your money and your money habits, but you want something faster than self paced work, personalized, and someone to directly hold you accountable, sign up for private one on one coaching with me. I'll have the link in the show notes for you. You can either do a one time one on one coaching call to answer your budgeting basics, get your budget set up, and get you on your way, or you can do my 12-week private coaching program for more accountability, structure, and motivation. Be sure to sign up today for that free coaching call, and the link will be in the show notes for you. Also, last thing before we get into this episode, please leave a review of the podcast. This is such a fantastic way to tell me and others that you enjoy this podcast. I also keep it ad free for you guys, which means that I don't make any money off of the podcast. So, you guys writing a review and telling me how much you love it and telling other women how much you love it helps get the word out that my podcast will impact more women and it can spread even further. My goal is to get to about 350 downloads every single month, which would just be so overwhelmingly amazing. And we can do this through you guys, my loyal listeners, writing reviews. Now, let's dive into this episode. How to stop feeling guilty every time you spend money. So, this is the problem, right? Many women feel guilt or shame every single time they spend money, even if it's on essentials. So, the whole point of this episode, and if you haven't noticed by now, usually my Tuesday episodes are kind of more structured and kind of advice and practical, logical focused, and my Friday episodes are more mindset, emotional kind of focused. So, this episode, the whole point is to try to help you shift from guilt to empowerment. So, there's a lot of different reasons why we might feel guilty spending. This can be from childhood money messages like money doesn't grow on trees, we can't afford that. It could be cultural and societal narratives around women and spending. Oh, women are just so frivolous, and getting our hair done and getting our nails done, that's just so ridiculous and that's so frivolous. And of course, a woman would waste her money on that. But for a man to go out golfing or for him to buy a new watch, the narrative is completely different for a man, right? Then there's also the shame cycle. So this is guilt, Then we go into restriction. So then we feel guilty. We make a purchase, we feel guilty. Then we restrict ourselves so badly that then we end up overspending. And then we feel guilty about it again. And then we go back into that same cycle. So let's talk about healthy versus unhealthy guilt. So, unhealthy guilt. It might seem kind of strange that there's a healthy version and an unhealthy version, but the healthy version of guilt is kind of like a nudge when you go off track from your values and your budget. Unhealthy guilt is that constant shame, even when you're aligned with your budget and your goals. So, examples buying groceries versus buying an impulse luxury item. Or maybe even you have it in the budget to buy a new pair of jeans for yourself, but then when you go to buy them, you feel really guilty. Even though you built it into your budget and this was a goal for you to be able to buy new jeans this month. So, let's talk about how do we reframe that? How do we move on from that? How do we understand that it's okay for us to spend money on ourselves, even when we might be in a season of a sacrifice? Maybe when we're in a season of paying off a lot of debt, trying to put a lot more money into savings, whatever it might be. So you have to look at a budget as a permission slip, not a restriction. So a budget is saying, hey, I have a plan to spend $600 this month on groceries. I have a plan to save $1,000 this month. I have a plan to spend $300 this month on anything I want. I have a plan this month to spend $1,600 on my rent, whatever it might be, right? So this is your permission slip. This is not restrictive. This is you assigning your money goals and assignments. So you're saying, hey, you need to go here, you need to do this, and you need to provide me this need. You need to provide me this want. You need to provide me this value. Budgeting and making a budget is not restrictive. You are assigning the roles and the restrictions to your money. When we get restrictive is when your money is telling you what to do. Like when your debt is so overwhelming that you pay your debt and you pay your bills and you have like $200 left. That's your money telling you what to do. And we need to change that. We need to reframe that. So budgeting is a permission slip, not a restriction. And you need to separate your needs versus your wants versus your values. And you need to treat your money like a tool that serves your life. Your money is here to help you. Your money is here to work for you. Your money is here to serve your life and your wants and your needs and your goals and your values. So, if you kind of find yourself struggling and you made a plan to spend your money, but then when it comes time to do it, you just feel really kind of awful about it. You feel really kind of guilty. I want you to tell yourself, I'm allowed to enjoy my money because I manage it responsibly. Let me say that again. I'm allowed to enjoy my money because I manage it responsibly. Now, let's talk about okay, so I need to stop feeling guilty, but how do I even do that, right? So, here's some practical steps to help you release some of that guilt, some of that shame, whatever it might be that you're feeling, right? So, we need to create a values based budget. So, this is aligning our money with what matters most to us. I talked a little bit about this in the previous episode, episode 37. And then you need to add guilt free spending categories. This is your fun money, this is your self care, whatever you want to call it, your personal money, whatever it might be, right? You need to track your wins. If you want somebody to celebrate your wins with you when you spend within your plan, DM me on Instagram. I'm being so serious. It's at hermoneymindset_. If you want me to celebrate with you, I am here every freaking step of the way. It makes me so happy when you guys message me out of the blue and you say, hey, because of you and because of your podcast and because of your content, I've been able to pay off $3,000. Or when you say, hey, I finally just hit my first $1,000 in my emergency fund. Or when I'm able to come up with a debt payoff plan for a client to get all of her credit cards paid off in under a year, I mean, that is just amazing. I love celebrating with you guys, no matter how big and no matter how small. So please, I would love it. Send me an email, send me a DM on Instagram. Just reach out. Reach out to a friend, reach out to someone you love and trust, and practice gratitude and reflection after your purchases. And then if you kind of find yourself getting into that guilt spiral, try to consciously recognize, okay, I'm starting to feel guilty. I'm starting to go down into a spiral, and replace it with curiosity. And ask yourself, does this purchase align with my values? If the answer is yes, great. Reassure yourself. I am spending within my values, and I am spending within my budget, and I am spending with the money that I had allocated for this thing. If the purchase does not align with your values, you don't need to feel guilty. We're all human, right? We all make mistakes. We all kind of have to learn and go from there. But you can say, okay, is this something I could return? Is this something I impulse bought, but I actually do like it and I actually do think I would use it and I can get by? Okay, that's all right. What we're going to do is we're going to recognize the feeling, we're going to acknowledge the feeling, and we're going to say, thank you, I don't need you anymore. Thank you, I understand what you were trying to say to me. I recognize it. I take accountability for my mistake. I don't need you anymore. And let it go. Let it go. And what happens when you let go of guilt? You have more peace. You have more freedom. You have a healthier relationship with money. And then that in turn gives you a healthier relationship with your friends, with your family, with your kids, with your partner, because you feel more at peace. You feel more freedom. You feel happier because you have more options. You feel happier because you're not being weighed down by the emotional baggage of guilt and shame every single day. You have the motivation to keep budgeting because it feels good, not punishing, not restrictive. These are real things and real examples that I teach my clients and I teach in my social media platforms, that I teach inside of this podcast. These are real techniques that work. And if they've worked for you, again, I really truly would so appreciate it if you would leave a review and let me know that. Let the other women know that this was able to help you. It means the world. Truly, truly. It makes me so grateful. Now, let's kind of recap the key takeaways here. So I want you to remember that mindset reframe that we talked about. I'm allowed to enjoy my money because I manage it responsibly. And I want you to create that values-based budget. Add in those guilt-free spending categories. So your fun money, your self-care, your personal fund, whatever you want to call it. Track your wins and celebrate when you have a win. Practice gratitude. Practice reflection. And replace that guilt spiral with curiosity. Ask yourself, does this purchase align with my values? And then if the answer is yes, great, move on. If the answer is no, acknowledge it, appreciate the emotion for teaching you what it needed to teach you, and say, I don't need you anymore. And let go. Let go. Now, let's wrap this up. So if you take just one thing away from today's episode, let it be this. Money is not meant to make you feel guilty. Money is a tool that is here to support the life that you want to build. And when you budget in a way that aligns with your values, you give yourself permission to spend guilt-free, shame-free. So, if you're ready to put this into action, here are a few ways I can help you. So, first, what you can do if you want self-paced work is you can grab my Budgeting Basics bundle. This is the exact toolkit to get your budget set up in a way that actually works for you, not against you. Inside, you'll find my budgeting template, savings challenges, expense audit, and more. And with this, you can start seeing more money in your pocket in as little as 2 weeks. I specifically designed this to get you out of this paycheck to paycheck cycle. I specifically designed this to help you have more money in your bank account at the end of every month. I specifically designed this to help you not have a negative bank account balance 2 days before payday. If you are ready to stop feeling this way, and if you're ready to stop experiencing this with your money, the link will be waiting for you in the show notes. The Budgeting Basics bundle is only $17. And on top of that, because you are a listener of this podcast episode, you can use code HMM podcast and you get an additional 15% off of that $17. So again, that link will be waiting for you in the show notes. There is nothing wrong with saying that you need help, and there is nothing wrong with taking advantage of tools that are available to you. Second, if you have been feeling stuck, spinning your wheels, or you kind of just want some more personal guidance, apply for my Her Money Method private coaching program. So together what we'll do is we'll dive into your money, your mindset, and your habits so you can finally get out of the paycheck to paycheck cycle and move towards financial freedom. So what we do inside of private coaching is I will look over your budget. We will create you an entirely new one. We will come up with a debt payoff plan for you. We will come up with a savings plan for you. And we will just rock and roll with your goals. We'll get your top 5 goals. We've got 12 weeks. And then, of course, you can always extend and stay with me for longer. And we meet your goals and we crush that debt and we get money into your savings and we give you peace of mind, which is just one of the most important parts of money coaching. So the link will be in the show notes for you to sign up as well. The first call is just a free consultation call. So there's no judgment, no pressure, and no financial cost to you to sign up today. And if you feel like you're not really quite ready for a full coaching program, I also offer one-time one-on-one strategy calls. So these are perfect if you want my eyes on your budget, or if you want kind of a sounding board, you need some advice, or you need a game plan that you can walk away with and implement right away. Now, lastly, if you're looking for ways to make your money work harder for you, I always recommend checking out SoFi for high yield savings and banking, and then Acorns for effortless investing. I'll drop my referral links below so you can get those extra perks just for signing up, which are cash bonuses, you guys. Now, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If this episode spoke to you, it would really truly mean the world if you shared it with a friend that needs to hear it, or if you left a quick review so more women can find the show. It takes less than 60 seconds, and I would be so grateful. Now remember, you are not bad with money, and you do not need to feel guilty for spending. You're learning, you're growing, and you are creating a new money story. And I'm right here cheering you on the entire time. So until Tuesday, take care of yourself and your money, and I will be back with another episode. See ya.